So welcome back to RCR TV, here for another lesson. Today Conor is back with her little young mare, big young mare, Fran. The last time we had a lesson, we practiced a little bit more through a combination set up as a grid coming in. And we kind of started duplicating that a little bit here on that 4-stride line, where I started putting some cavalettes in the middle. What we want to teach Fran is to come nicely in and then keep the same length of a stride coming up to the last one without getting too long or too short, kind of like forcing a perfect stride into her rhythm. And then on the back side, when we start getting a little bit more warmed up and a little bit more into that exercise and she relaxes and takes a deep breath, we're going to start working a little bit with the V poles again, so that we teach her a little bit more bascule into her jump, so that she rocks up a little bit more off her hind end and brings that withers and that front end up. That's the idea for today. So Conor, you can just start warming up nice and loose. That's really nice. Just remember, don't look down on your horse. Just remember, we already established that you can't see anything anyways. So just keep your chin up. That brings your shoulders back a little bit. And then if you have the feeling that she's a little bit spooky to stuff that is on the outside, just have a little bit of an inside shape into her, that you kind of just like get her eye a little bit away from it, but then keep your inside leg on, that you still kind of push her up to the rail. You want her to kind of stay on the rail through your leg, but with an open inside rein, take a little bit of the attention away that she has on anything that is distracting her on the outside. Nothing of it forced, just like nicely suggested and implied, and then just let her follow it. And then locks alongside, you can have a little bit of a softer hand and a little bit of a stronger leg, and just let her float a little bit more open into it. She's roundabout in the front footprints right now, so we want to achieve a little bit more of an overreach the more she warms up and the more that back is swinging and that hind end is moving underneath. And then you can change directions through the diagonal, and then as soon as you get onto the diagonal, that's when you ask for a little bit more of an extension again. Really let her nicely loose swing from that hind end into the front. There you go. That's where you want to have her. You want to have her nicely carrying her head in front of her, with the nose being the furthest point of your horse, especially in the warm-up. And then the next long side, you ask for a little bit of a forward transition again. Just have a couple of steps where you open her up, let her move into it. Okay, now we start overreaching with the hind, and now we're like one hoof length in front of the front footprint. Now one more extension here on the long side. Just keep her moving, keep her moving. There you go. On the short side, I want you to ride a really soft downward transition into the walk. Sit deep in your saddle, lean back. There you go. You can start sitting even a little bit earlier, huh?
Okay.
Like as soon as you ask for that downward transition, that's where the seat stays in the saddle, and then you just keep swinging for the 3, 4, 5 steps until she gives you that downward transition. Pick up the trot one more time. On the long side, you ask her to move into that forward transition, and on the short side, you ride that downward transition into the walk. Don't bring her back too much after the extension, because I want that transition into the walk coming a little bit out of a more forward moving horse. So don't prep it too hard with collecting her before the transition. Keep moving her, and then once you're on that short side, that's when you sit, stay seated, lean back, lean back, lean back, lean back, lean back, lean back, lean back. There you go, very good. Give her a big pet. And then I want you to ride one circle in the canter with that open rein and keep pushing her over with that outside rein. That outside rein needs to be your working rein, and the inside rein is the holiday rein. And then the next round, you ride around the stripy jump as well to make that circle a little bit bigger. And then once you pass that stripy jump, you start already setting up your downward transition into the walk at the closed side right at the barn.
Oh.
Boys.
Oh.
And let go, and let go. There you go. That was a good connection there.
Good girl.
Now you change through the circle and do the same thing on the right. One circle on the right, and then a downward transition into the walk when you get to that open side at the barn. That was a good departure right there. Just remember, when she keeps looking to the outside at some stuff that spooks her, it's almost like you ride a shoulder in a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah? Now push that inside leg in, push that inside leg in, but keep that shape to the right. And now you start prepping your downward transition into the walk by keeping your chin up, sitting deep, swing with your hip,
Oh.
and walk. And let go. There you go. That was a very good release. Good job. Okay, so we already established that she's a little bit more awake today. So we're going to be a little bit more aware of that with all our exercises that we're doing today. So I would like you to start coming off the left, coming around that combination, and then just come through that gap here, over this vertical, nice and tall, and ride all the way up to the rail before you then ask her to do the turn, okay?
Mm-hmm.
If you have to do a simple change, that's fine. Just be aware that you need to stay tall in your upper body, especially if she's as frisky as she is today, okay? Oh, nice and smooth. Keep your hands low and your upper body tall. Oh.
Oh.
Let her have the simple change, canter, and finish on a circle. Nice in the forward moving position. Stay tall in your tack, open that inside rein, and keep space, stay strong in your leg. Stay strong in your leg. Now you keep rolling and you come around that stripy jump, and off the right you're coming over this yellow vertical now as well. So you want to keep your chin up. You already want to have your eyes on it. There. Oh. And try not to push her for the last stride. If
Okay.
it's her that's moving up to it, you want to lean back further to kind of work a little bit against her being a little bit more uppity, okay?
Okay.
Okay, now you're gonna come one more time off the right, and then I want you to stay tall, and over the middle of that jump, I want you to open that left rein so that she knows that you're turning to the left after this one, okay? Oh. Simple change is fine. And now you just keep it rolling and come on the long approach back to that vertical. And now hold it a little bit together. Wait, wait, wait. There was a good decision. Nicely done, very good.
Oh.
Have that simple change and finish off on a really good dressage flat work on a circle until she softens up. And then you can release and do a smooth forward moving downward transition into the walk.
Oh.
Okay, good.
Girl.
Okay, Okay, this is the rhythm you want to stay on, and this is the rhythm you want to convince her to stay on as well. So when you get to the jump, just sit, wait, wait, wait. There you go, nice. And now just keep rolling, keep rolling, keep rolling, keep rolling. And stay soft so that she feels like landing on the right and continuing on the right was a really good decision for her. Nicely done. Smooth downward transition into the walk. Oh, use your voice.
Oh,
And let go.
good girl.
Very good. Give her a big
Fran.
pet.
Good girl.
Nicely done. Are you sleeping here?
Yes.
Are you sleeping on the job?
Nappy.
Are you sleeping
What a
on the
nice
job?
day.
My little buggy boy, are you sleeping on the job? My little muffin? Yeah.
Today chilling is the job.
Today we practice standing around. Okay.